Alright, and I started the VOD too. Hello. You can see me, that's nice.
And very
I
creative.
am shocked how hard this thing is. It's crazy, dude. This was all like mushy gross
Just
at the end of
let
stream. I
your
was scared it's gonna get
creativity
like
flow.
moist. Oh shoot. Let me. Sorry. Studio. I'd like to be on your stream, but this was. I am having it go through my own laptop and it's doing a feedback loop on my own thing. All good though. Really cool to see you if you're watching this. I was scared about this thing because it was really goopy. It was really gross. I've never done paper mache before, but it came out insanely well. Like, look at it, dude. Like, can you see that? I'm shocked and very happy. I think this came out really well. I have a two-pronged road. One, I could do what I saw the person do when they were doing paper mache, where it's pretty loose in here, and I want to get the balloon out to have it like hollow and good and good and good. Or I could just paper mache over it and do that later, because I don't have any paper mache on me right now. I was just going to paint it today. But I think I'm going to take the balloon out, because I wanted to try it at least. If it ruins it, I'll cry, and then end stream, and then cry more. I actually don't know what I'll do if it ruins it. I feel like that would be no bueno. But let's see. Oh, untying balloon sucks, dude. Me crying. I'm not gonna do the Gojo. You crying? I can't do it. I'm not a voice actor. That would be cool. That'd be so cool to be a voice actor. I don't know if I have the emotional range to be a voice actor. Holy shit. This is so hard to untie. If that is you, Studio, I actually don't know. Is that you in the audience? It is. I can't. Oh, it was really cool to check another one of your streams. It's always really annoying to have streaming friends. Yeah, I think we're friends now. I'd say we're streaming friends. I'd say we're general co-workers. It's always kind of annoying to have people like that in different time zones because streaming's so hard to catch, especially because I sleep most of the day away. Actually, not true for today. It's so annoying to untie. I started a job. I want a new job today, and let me do this in my lap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your entertainment, but this will have to be done in my lap because. Can you hear that? Bet you can. Because this thing is so annoying. I don't have long enough nails for this. Alright. Balloon staying in. Alright? Balloon staying in. Whatever. So, if you don't know, Slime Rancher, game about slimes, but their classic mascot. I was really thinking about what I should do. Should I do one of my favorite slimes? I don't really have a favorite slime. This game's kind of hard to really narrow it down. Should I do a fairy slime? Should I do maybe a tar? If you don't know what that is, it's the big, like, gelatinous black blob thing that kills slimes. Those things are neat, but I would have to, like, rip this in half, and that sounds like a pain. It'd actually be a really cool idea, like, now that I'm thinking about it, really. I would, like, cut out a section, and then maybe I'll do, like, paper mache stranding webs or something. I don't know how I would do it, but it'd be neat in my head. That's a lot of work for a stream. So I'm just gonna do the classic, the insanely easy, yet so eloquent. I'm gonna do the pink slime, alright? I know that everyone loves the pink slime. Let me one hand typing Slime Rancher. 2 pink slime. Yeah, easy peasy, dude. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. Lemons are being squeezed. Is that the plural of I guess it's squeezed. Squizened. I like squizened more. Alright? Easy peasy lemon squizened. That's annoying. These are. Let me shake these up. These are kind of old. The goop is back. It was gross yesterday. um, it was very not easy to keep a straight face. You might have heard it. I don't know. I have VODs up on YouTube about my streams from like the last few weeks now, and it's up there. You can see like the first few minutes of me getting my goopy little hands. It was gross. I still remember. It was really gross. That is not a good white color. Come on, man. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't read this. Give me a second. I gotta go grab a white paint. No white paint? Really? Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do? Come on, give me in. Where's the white paint? It's black. It's like light blue. Blue. Nope. Alright. I don't have an easy time finding paints. Can you hear me from over here? Yeah, you can hear me from over here, hopefully. Maybe it's in here. Here's a white paint. It isn't a ton. It's what I use to... Shit. Drop that. It's fine. We're good. It's the... Jeez, that was violent. It's the paint cartridge I use to make my profile picture. So, that'll work. That'll be good. Right? Yeah. I'm looking for a pink. If you couldn't tell by the name of the pink slime. It's not purple. It's not gray. It's not blue. It's pink. So, yeah. Pink is what I'm going for, obviously. If I know my colors right, hopefully I do. Pink is red and white. Jeez, this thing is all crusty and gross. I gotta screw the cap back on. So, hopefully this mixes well. I got a big brush, because I don't want to waste 5 hours just mixing crap. Ah, shoot, that was definitely not enough white. Yeah, 100% not enough white. I was expecting, like, I'm always kind of conservative when it comes to putting paints in the thing, but that was just like nothing. That was a big nothing burger. Okay, let's talk about my day, because I am a personality streamer, and that's usually what people do when they stream. So, I actually had a pretty eventful day. I woke up very early, because I got a job. I know, gross. I got a job in a so I live near a river. Not really that identifiable, because rivers are a geographic thing all around the world, hopefully. If I'm not going crazy. Pretty sure rivers are pretty common. So I got a job. I live near a river, and that river, let's see, that's a good pink, right? I think that's a good pink. It's a little redder for my taste, but I think that's a good pink, objectively. For like your lighting, that's a good pink. My lighting, it's a little dark, but it's fine. So I live near a river, and this lady that I'm not directly family friends with, or like my family's not friends with their family, but my family is friends with a family that's friends with their family. Gosh, I got paint on myself. Uh-oh. So she made a business about sending off canoes on the river. And I enjoy canoeing, I guess. We don't have a canoe at my house. So the only times I've ever done it are like on vacations or in places in which it's not my canoe that I'm canoeing with. So every time I've done it, it's not horrible. It's a really easy physical exertion that's fun. It's like a nice controllable object that you can just send off into the great beyond. A lot of fun canoeing. So I was like, hell yeah. Pretty easy work. It's just basically manual labor. And if you don't know this, little physical description of mine, I'm pretty strong. I've done a lot of sports throughout my life. I wrestled for quite a few years, basically all high school. I did boxing for quite a few years. I've lifted weights for a lot of my adolescent and continuing on to today. I'm pretty fit. I'm not like 1% body fat, but I'm definitely not unfit. And so manual labor, easy gig, right? And so it is. It's a very fun job. It's a very easy job. I don't think any job which isn't directly for leisure is directly fun, but you know what I mean. It's a good job, easy to do, kind of tiring, especially since I don't. It's not my first job, but it's definitely one of my first like real manual labor jobs where it's not like doing chores around the house, like heavy chores around the house. It's like you're getting paid for work, so you got to kind of not laze around and do it at your own pace. You got to do it at the company's pace, the work pace. It's not like a real company. It's kind of a we're good. It's kind of a off the books thing. I get paid in cash money, so however you want to look at that. Pretty nice though. I don't have to pay any taxes on it. And it's above minimum wage, so really checks all the boxes. But it's kind of like a customer service position in a way, because I'm working with the public or with a public for sorry, like I'm working for the public directly. I'm like conversating with people who are paying me. It's kind of a customer service position, though I'm helping them in and out of boats. It's similar to cashiering or however you want to say it, right? So you really get to learn about people when you're doing customer service, because people kind of take down their masks when they see you as like someone on a job and like doing work. They see you kind of less as a person, and so they let down their masks a little. And especially canoeing, it's a lot more of a family run thing, or it's a lot more of like a family focused thing, and so it's kind of family dynamics are being shown to the public in a sense that wouldn't be as easy to observe otherwise. It's very well advertised people watching. Basically, I get paid to laugh at people in my head is what I'm trying to say. And it's a lot of fun. People are weird. People are like weird, and sometimes they're kind of mean to their kids in a way that I think is unvalid. I have a few stories just from like a day of working, because stuff happens and it's funny. So, first one, there was this guy. It was a big family, but it was this guy and a few of his kids, and then I think either his wife or like, I actually don't remember a lot of it. I think it was either his wife or some other part of the family. Maybe it was like a brother, sister, someone, two adults, and then two little boys who I'm presuming are his kids, his nephews. I'm actually almost 100% sure it's his kids, because he had some sort of control over their habits. This is like, I'm trying to be vague to leave the mystery of the story without just saying what happened. So we send them off in one position, and then we're done sending people off, and this is like quite a long river. It's like 7 miles relatively. So we wait a few hours. It takes them a few hours to get to the end. So once we're done sending everyone off that we do for that day, we get into a car and we drive to the other half, and we make it easily in time to pick up whoever gets there, right? And so these people are coming in, they're finishing up. They were like middle of the pack. They weren't the first people to finish, but they weren't the last. So not horrible. And this dad is kind of pissed. You could tell. He wasn't like mean to any of us. I don't think I got any like really mean people today, which is very lucky. You usually sometimes get some rather rude people in customer service positions, but today was pretty chill. No one really that rude. But what was how he kind of showed his pissness was how he talked to his kids. He was a little snappy. You can kind of tell. He was like, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Like, you can... The way he acted, he was a little snappy. And so, his kid was wearing a life vest. And we have to give everyone a life vest for, like, security reasons and so we don't get sued. Pretty common. Pretty, like, yeah, you just gotta wear this, gotta not be dumb, don't drown, and we won't be sued for it. So, his kid was wearing a life vest, and you gotta, like, it's our life vests, so you gotta, like, give him back at the end of the trip. So, his kid's confused on where to put the life vest. And, to be fair, the kid's being kind of an idiot here. We had all the life vests kind of marooned on this, like, piece of this big log that was right by our, like, landing zone. And so it was pretty obvious you just put it with the rest of the life vests. But I don't know. I was once a kid. Sometimes you're confused about that. Sometimes you don't want to, like, do a social faux pas. Or at least I get where the kid's at, where he's just confused. He just did some long adventure. I'm assuming he was either doing something to make his dad pissed or, like, it was a stressful ordeal for this young child. So he was confused. Didn't know what to do. And his dad's like, just put it on the log, alright? Just put it on the log. And I'm like, jeez, okay. What the heck, man? You're yelling at your kid because of a freaking life vest, man. Okay, man. The guy's pretty pissed, right? And so, I am looking at this. I didn't do anything, because what am I going to be like? Hey, stop yelling at your own kid. Like, I'm white knighting for this young child? White knighting has bad diction. Poor diction on my half. I didn't mean white knighting in any sense other than, like, trying to stand up for this kid. So what am I supposed to do? Like, stand up for the kid to his own dad or to his own, like, guardian? I feel like that's a little presumptuous of someone working at a canoe rental place. Is that... I think that's the same color, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Like, that's a little much for someone who's working, right? It's kind of an overstep. So I didn't say anything. But the kid was still like, but where do I put it? But where do I put it? And this guy reaches the end of his rope. He's like, just put it on the log. That's it. Your phone's gone. Your phone's gone. All right? You're through. And I was like, jeez, man, okay. I'm not going to say anything, but okay, man. Like, I felt so bad for this little kid. He was just, like, asking a question. And, I mean, I guess a skill of its own is, like, reading the room, right? Maybe that kid won't make that mistake again with this clearly infuriated father. But I don't know if that's, like, a good lesson to learn as a child. That's just one story. But, working at this position, I don't know if I'm just, like, a people watcher. I do enjoy guessing people's relations. I have a few stories just in general, but I don't know if I'm just, like, a people watcher or if I am specifically, like, a bad person for looking in on other people's lives or something. But I don't know. I don't know if that guy did the right decision, and now I'm airing it to what's potentially a live audience. So, you know, what goes around comes around. Unnamed man that I will never see again, probably. Though he does live in my town, I guess. I don't know, towns are like a few thousand people. I probably will never see him again. Who knows? I always think it's weird, like, modern towns being humongous. I know that's, like, a weird thought, but, like, I will never meet everyone in my town. I might see them, but I will never remember every single person in my town. And that's weird, because we live within, like, 100 miles of each other. 100 miles is way too much. We live in, like, within 10 miles of each other. And yet I will never meet everyone within 10 miles of my own home. Kind of odd. What are some other ones? Just, like, assholes who, like, you see in your own family. Maybe, I have this person in my own family. I'm not going to self-report my own family here, but everyone has, like, some rude relatives. Yeah, and I'll leave it at that. So I was we take we bring in the boats at around. Why does my own stream on like my browser keep buffering? That's so wonky, bro. So freaking funky, man. Anyways, weird, and it's buffering again. I might just. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. That would be bad, man. Whatever, it's fine. Um. So I was. How should I explain this story? I'm kind of long-winded when I explain stories, but I was bringing in the boats, and that's usually a task that you do like in the water, sort of. And so the outfit that you wear at this job is usually a pair of swimming trunks, because you're going to be like right by the water this whole time, right? Usually it's a pair of swimming trunks, a pretty disposable shirt. Sometimes you wear like their own company shirts, like printed out shirts being like, oh, you work with the river thing, just so you look more official. But you can like wear really anything. They're pretty lax with this sort of thing. So you wear swimming trunks, comfortable shirt that you're okay with getting a little muddy, and you wear flip flops, right? And so I was wearing that, but the flip flops I was wearing were getting a little uncomfortable, so I took them off, and I just went barefoot throughout the whole day. And was that a good idea? Maybe not. I do have a cut or two on my feet that are uncomfortable, to say the least, but, you know, comes with the territory. And maybe I'll toughen up a little. Um, but ooh, it's going kind of good. This thing is very not smooth. Like, look at this bottom. It's from the cup. I kind of like how it's a little plum drop shaped, if you can see that, where it's not as thick up here as it is down here as a perfect circle would be. And that's good, because I'm going to make, like, this the top of the slime, this the bottom of the slime. And I think that'll look cool, man. Wait, let me see. I'm, like, in my mind, the image of a slime. Okay, I'm right. I was thinking, though, that it had kind of a soft serve ice cream swirl, like, nib on the top, where it, like, ends off with, like, a narrow point. Am I, like, describing this correctly? So that's what I imagine it, like, in my head for some reason. That's, like, slime from Slime Rancher. That's what they look like. And I'm happy I didn't do anything. It's not what it looks like. I was kind of right with here, where they just narrow off into, like, a rounded shape. I'm good. I'll probably... I don't really know what I'll do on the top here. Maybe I'll leave, like, an opening, paper mache it, and then I'll paint it over again. Who knows? But what was I saying? Yeah, so that's, like, the common wear. And so I was going barefoot and whatever. And to describe the area that we are, like, docking or taking the boats out of the water, it's rather rocky and, like, shelly, and where I live, there's a lot of mussels and clams, and it's not safe on footwear water unless you're, like, a rough and tumble guy, which I'm not. I stream on Twitch. I'm not. No one who streams on Twitch is a rough and tumble guy. Don't get it twisted. They'd be going fighting a bear or something if they were rough and tumble. Know what I mean? And that's a fact. You can quote me on that. Get the wet paint from up here. So that's just, like, describing the area. I have another story, and then I think I'm all out of. I could probably squeeze out a few more stories. I don't know. I had a very eventful day this morning, and, like, I woke up really early for me. At Eastern Standard Time, Atlantic. I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, And that was intense for me because I do not wake up early over the summer. I wake up at 12. I wake up at 2. Don't wake up early at all. I wake up rather late. I'm rather a night owl, my friend. Which is weird because I kind of stream a little early in the day. Which is a little unfun because, studio, if you're still here, I actually have good news. I don't know if I've told you this or if you've been there for a stream, but I got raided recently by some nice dame. Can I use the word dame nowadays? Is that like... I don't know if dame made it over to Germany, but dame is like a 1920s way of saying like a lass, like a lady. Like, it's not mean in any way, I don't think, but it's just a funny word. Wanna know why I learned that? I learned that from Frank Sinatra, a New York hero. He was a bad person. So I got raided by this lady, and she's very nice. She brought over some viewers. She followed herself. It was a fun day in specific. I gave some book reviews on like English books. Fun time. And that's it. I just wanted to tell you a little story. Just want to be like, oh, that fun. Wait, I'm balancing it. Okay, so I have another story about my job that I have only worked for like 2 days at. But I'm full of making nothing burger observations into hour-long stories. That's my talent. That's my super expert high school level talent. All you Danganronpa fans. All none of you. I don't know if anyone... I've never even played the games. I just know, like, that's a thing. Anyways, let me stop jumping from topic to topic. Next story. So I wanted to give you that explanation because I was observing this. This story all happened at the taking in point of the shore, like where we bring the boats in after they're done with their little voyage, right? And so a little explanation of how the canoes are set up. There's single canoes, there's double canoes, and then there's 4-person canoes, and there's no in between. Usually that works out. Either it's like couple or like family, father, daughter, mother, son, however you want to combine a family group dynamic. Usually that works out pretty well. 4-person groups are usually for like a few little kids. You can obviously put like 3 people in it, but 4 is usually the maximum. Unless you have some like really little kids, and even then, I wouldn't bring really little kids on a canoeing adventure because you're not a pro canoeer if you're renting canoes, right? I wouldn't put your kids in danger like that, but it's a personal thing. So this was a double canoe that the people in the story are riding in, and they're part of a bigger like caravan of family members that are in other double canoes. And so I don't know the context of why this happened, but they were rolling in kind of upsetty spaghetti. I'm presuming mother-son double was the last one to come in, and he was the upsetty spaghetti linguine enjoyer. He was rather miffed, rather unpleasantly pleased, if you're catching my drift, or if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you're... I don't have another idiom. If you're getting what I'm saying, he was kind of nettled. It's one of my favorite words. Shout out Team 4-star for that one. Anyways, enough lollygag. So he was pissed. And he comes in with his canoe, and his mom is, I think, in the back seat, and he is just like the only one rowing at this point. I don't really know what the context is. Maybe he got like pissed that they were not doing things together. Whatever. It's explained later. So he's coming in kind of pissed, and he goes up the shore, and he's angry. You can tell he's angry. He has that like teenager kind of like pouted face. You know what I mean? Where like you can kind of tell a teenager thinks they've been wronged in some way. They're like, huh, whatever, man, like they're kind of annoyed. And in addition to this, their fellow family members, aunts, maybe sisters, I don't know how they're related, but it's two other female family members, because I'm told this is future context. The mother in the boat with the son says this was supposed to be a family event, or this was supposed to be like a family outing. So I'm presuming closer family relatives. All right. So the aunts or sisters are talking obnoxiously loud about his actions next to him. They're like, "Oh, he's upset. Yeah, he's just a little upset. Okay, he's upset." And like, bitch. I know that's not a nice thing to call someone, but bitch, please. This guy is like peeved. Have some goddamn like common decency, please. I don't know. This person not like the guy is not happy. Why are you exacerbating that with your commentary? You're not getting paid for this. Rent is not due. There's no reason for you to be a react channel here. He's like, oh, well, he's just a little pissed. And so he, like, is storming out of the boat, sort of. I'm trying to, like, be not as... trying to be a little empathetic, trying to be a little, like, not in the way of... Wow, my dog is very whiny today. Upstairs. Anyways, I'm trying to be, like, empathetic and not really get in his way when he's getting out. He says, I think he says thanks, which is nice. It's nice to have someone, like, acknowledge that you're doing some help. Because, like, what my main job is to have people not look like dumbasses when they're getting out of a canoe, usually in the docking thing, because we can take care of the boats and the paddles after you guys leave, right? So my main job is pulling the boat out of the water with you in it till it's like sort of beached, and then holding the boat still, grabbing the paddle out of your hand, so you can get out with some relative dignity and not be an idiot and not look like a dummy, right? So I'm doing that, and while I'm doing that, I'm like being kind of quiet. I'm trying not to like get in their family issues because it's not my place, and I'm just observing so I can tell my story later to a viewer audience of unknown size, because my damn Twitch browser is not loading. I'm upsetty spaghetti right now. Oh, maybe it's loading now? Yeah, it's loading now. Okay. So weird. Because, like, in my OBS, I've no drop frames. I've no, like, issues with my recording. And yet, when I look over to the browser, it's buffering. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shut the platform down, alright? I'm trying to, like, why am I doing that? Well, I can't paint with my left hand. I don't know. This is an uncomfortable position. So, anyways, the kid gets out first after I, like, help him back onto shore. And he, like, storms off uphill to, like, where we're keeping the area where most of the canoes are. And, like, we have them have them stay to wait for a bus to bring them back to where they're at, where like their cars are at or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And so he storms up the hill, and his mom, like frustratedly, who was in the canoe with him, is like, she's like, this was supposed to be a family outing. I just can't believe what he's doing right now. This is supposed to be a family outing. Like, how not good of a parent do you have to be to like chew out? I don't know. I shouldn't judge. I shouldn't judge, but I do. Like, I don't know the full context. Maybe he was being an asshole. Maybe he was trying to, like, mess with people on the boat itself. I don't know. But, like, have some understanding of someone else's feelings for once in your life. I'm throwing blame so hard for someone who I don't know the context of. But you get it what I'm saying. Like, Jesus. relax. You need to, like, take a pill and have your chill. You get what I'm saying? So I just felt really bad for that kid. That's, like, the moral of the story. Don't be mean to your own children, or else you won't have anyone look after you, and you'll be in a retirement home. It's the moral of the story. That's the real P's and Q's of it. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm, like, pretty tired today. I'm not gonna lie with you. Usually I have, like, pretty tired days and I have pretty, like, energetic days. I think this was an energetic day because I was rather social today. I, like, made a good impression, I believe, for, like, you gotta do that when you get a new job. You gotta make, like, a good, at least somewhat, you don't look like a crazy person impression. Not all your jokes don't have to land, but that you're trying and you're, like, somewhat socially not inept, especially in, like, what I said, like a somewhat customer service position. It's useful. It's helpful. Like, it has you at least not be looked as like a moron with your rather select group of coworkers. I think that's good. That's like half of it done. I'm not gonna end stream here, but like that was weirdly phrased. I gotta, I think, remix the paint or something. I think I need more. I think. I think that's probably good. I think that's probably good. There we go. Eh. Don't fall. No. I'm making like weird noises today. No. I beg of you, please do not fall. Do not fall for it, Anakin, please. I don't have any water by me. That was an oversight on my half. I've been talking quite a lot. But I'm a little sore. Like, canoes aren't heavy. They're like maybe 50 pounds. 50 lbs. None of those kilograms. Ew. Ew. Kilograms. Ew. None of those fake measurements. Only United States measurements here. Like, I don't even know. I think a kilogram. Wait, I gotta look at like a weight. I think what, like 15 pounds is like 5 kilograms or something. I think it's like. I gotta go look at something. Give me a second. I have like weights by me. Give me a minute. I was a little off. 5 pounds is 2.2 kilograms. So 50 pounds should be like 22 kilograms. Not bad. It's pretty easy to like overhead press above yourself. And I was working with like a group, so it's even easier. Like, it was a shared weight. Not horrible. So like the manual labor wasn't that hard, but it was just kind of like, canoes aren't heavy, but they're kind of unwieldy. You know what I mean? They're kind of like hard to maneuver in a practical fashion because we gotta get them. They have like these real jerry rigged like skeletons, sort of. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but they have like, you know how a skeleton like has ribs kind of branching out. My hands can't like go like that, like this branching out. Ooh, shoot! Like the ribs are branched out. And so it's kind of like that, but it's a trailer. It's a trailer, and on each rib is where you place a canoe, and you like latch it on with a rubber hook thing. And you gotta get the canoe, flip it all the way over, and like put it on the hatchback thing, the like ribs thing, and that's just, it's kind of annoying. It's a little annoying on the wrists, on the back, on the basically everything. It's just a whole body movement, and you got to do this basically with a person, or else it's not happening. Like, that's just, it just won't work for you if you don't do it with a person. So a little annoying. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. No worries. So I'm a little, like, drowsy, hence the go live notice. Thought that was cool. I've been making them even more deranged every single time I do it. Like, sometimes they're just not related at all to the context of what I'm doing for the day. Like, today's not really related to art in any way. It's kind of a description of, like, what's happening with me, but, like, still. Why is my dog being so loud? I don't know. There we go. But hey, I was an idiot, and so I've been, because of my foolishness, not understanding how I see other streams or other, like, Twitch streamers have their VODs be instantly posted to their own Twitch. I didn't get how that happened. I just, like, didn't understand what it was, and I didn't realize you had to go literally 5 clicks. Let me count, actually. From where I'm at right now, go down, click on my, like, this is for me, click on my stream, click customize channel, you go, wait, I did the wrong thing, I'm an idiot, oh no, you go to channel, it doesn't matter, I'm stupid, wait, go to settings, go to, I don't think I can do this while I'm live, which is fair, that's kind of fair, I'm kind of dumb, and I didn't realize that it was literally just go to streaming settings and just click on, do you want your VODs to be saved and, like, shown, and you just have to be like, yes please, and it'll do it, which is rather easy. And so I've been doing, like, this whole process of, I made a YouTube channel, I made I figured out how to, like, record in OBS, I did all that, and so I'm, like, dual recording and streaming, which is kind of a drag on the computer, not gonna lie, like, not a huge one, but still, it's definitely, like, extra my computer has to do. I think this is a lot of pink, and I think this will last not a lot of area. I'm, like, very bad at covering all of a thing in paint. Can you dry, maybe, please? It's pretty dry on top of here. Not 100% dry, but it's a little dry on the bottom, so it's good enough. I'm gonna have to, I don't think I'll do it on this stream, sorry, but I'm gonna have to, or I guess I could, but there will at least be, like, 5 minutes of me, like, running upstairs and going to look for more white paint, because I'm running out. And I need more pink, and I need stronger pink, so I need more white paint anyways. And I thought this was white. I thought this big old bottle was, like, a shitload of white paint. Me thought wrong, apparently. Me no think good. Me no think good at all. Not white paint, it's gloss purling medium. I don't know what that is. I think it's to make stuff glossy. I know 500 IQ there, but I don't really know. What do I even use that for? Your Honor, I don't even know what that's for. Your Honor, I couldn't have done it. Brushy, brushy, brushy. I think arts and crafts. I have a few cool art streams lined up. I have quite, actually, just for you, studio, if you're here, I have something just for you to show you what I've lined up. I got a few just, like, I have, like, a block of wood that I might do something with. I don't really know. I have 2 of these little blocks of wood. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're neat. And so I might do something cool, but I have something really cool. I have a glass container. I don't know what I'll use it for after, but I have also a little, like, etching tool and glass etching. I don't know how, like, safe it will be. I have to do some research on, like, glass dust and, like, how to do it without, like, breaking glass, because I don't want to break glass and, like, rip up my hands on stream. That would suck. So it will take a little bit of journeying together. Okay, dog. I don't want to say her name on stream, but we get it. Like, so I stream in my basement, and the entrance to my basement is right where the, like, dogs, like, cry at the door. It's kind of close to it's very close to the door to the exit to the basement. So it's where they cry when my mom is gone because they love her. So usually we're pretty good. Usually my parents are, like, here to be with the dogs, but sometimes they gotta, like, do work or whatever, and that's fair. But the dogs are being inconsiderate. Dogs, I'm trying to make my bag. Dogs, I'm trying to make my moolah. Please. Please, sir. Get out my way. Eh. Oh, I don't think I'll have to give context. Who Studio is. All my OGs know who iOS Studio is. Oh, someone walked in. Give me actually 1 second, I gotta do something. Eh. Wow, wow, wow. I'm sorry for the interruption. My dog ran away. So I had to go help out some of my family members who were um at the chase. I didn't even do anything. Like she came back pretty easily, but it just took a little bit. Give me my bee. I'm back. We're good though. Hopefully no one popped in and just like saw me doing nothing and then left me forever. That'd have been sad. I would have liked if this was a little more stable so I could paint on here. Can I? I mean, yeah, I can. Okay. I thought that was going to be like a daring thing. Like, oh, what if it'll tilt? No, we're good. I have a few dogs, and one of them is kind of an asshole. Like, she's kind of young, so maybe I'm throwing my judgment a little early, but she's a huge escape artist. Like, actual insane, which is weird because she's kind of an idiot, but she just, like, throws everything in the kitchen sink at, like, running away at any moment. Not because, like, we're horrible to her or anything. I would say we're pretty good dog owners, but just because she wants to like run around for a minute and then she just comes right back. She's such an idiot. But she's insanely athletic for like an animal. I saw her climb a chain link fence once. How does that happen? How did like what freak of nature created this dog that can do that? It's not even like muscular. It's just kind of insane. It's just a really buff dog, a real buff pup. Any you VTuber watchers out there, I'm sorry, that was a bad one. I don't, I don't think I've ever watched a buff pup stream. I just know of her. Mm. Come on, come on. My man, Taskman. I have that and a few other things that just run through my head. It's a lot of it is just from Russian Badger's Spider-Man video. I think that might have been his best video ever. Hot take? Hot take, the Russian Badger. His best video ever was 5 years ago, or I don't even remember when he made that thing. But it was just so funny. Like, I don't know. He just made Spider-Man come to life. No, I got paint on me. No, I got paint on me. I was like drenched in dirt and sand today just because like I was doing a bunch of manual labor on the beach. No, I got a little paint on me. Get in all the like weird cracks. Wow, she's. Wait, can you hear that? I don't think you can. I have. So, because I'm in the basement, I have a dehumidifier running. Or, like, my family has a dehumidifier running all the time. Just because this place gets, like, really gross. We live in, like, a somewhat. Like, the ground is rich and fertile. So, we have to run a dehumidifier because underground it's kind of humid. Right? That makes sense. And so it has like a loud what's on. I had to do that a little louder. So I have my microphone to block out anything that's below 7 decibels. And I guess my dog whining because my mom is chilling in the pool. I thought she was gone actually. No, she's just chilling in the pool. Like she said, yeah, the dog ran away when I came out, and I was like, what? She's just relaxing in one of those, like, lay-down floats. Yeah, she ran away. Like, what can you do? Because we don't, like, live on a flat, like, we live in a very hilly area. And so, it's hilly, and then it's, like, brush and forest. So what the hell are we gonna do? Like, the dog can make it through there. Oh my gosh, please do not zoom in like that again. You'll scare the viewers. Camera. No, I have someone on the dolly. I don't pay them though. Get painted. I have someone silent on a dolly throughout all of my streams. That's why my things zoom in. I think it would be genuinely easier to just have a vat of pink paint and just dunk this thing in it. Oh my gosh, that would save so much time. But no, I can't. Come on. So, that was such a weird thought to pop in my head. So I was thinking about, one time I had one of my cousins come over, and I don't have any younger cousins than me. They're all, like, quite a bit older than me. And my mom was like, oh, cool little gaming area. So I, like, have a little computer area where I stream in the basement. And he's like, oh, cool little gaming area. And he looks around, and I'm not joking. This is an excuse. I was at the time, like, or I was recovering from being, like, severely sick and, like, very congested. And so I had a box of tissues next to my computer, and he, like, looks at it for, like, a hot second. He's like, oh. He didn't say anything. He just raised his eyebrow a little. I'm like, okay. I was like, yeah, I play a few video games. It's a lot of fun. Like, I didn't catch it at the time, but thinking back on it, I know what he was thinking. I don't sound congested a lot of the time when I'm sick, but I know what he was thinking when he saw those tissues by the computer, and then he saw my titty mouse pad. I don't have one of those. And so what was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking about, because I've also seen, like, streamers do, like, home reviews or whatever to people who, like, submit them in their audience. They do, like, why do you do this to me, Twitch? The freaking browser thing has been buffering for, like, an hour now, but, so you know how they do, like, those home reviews, or, like, the room reviews, and a lot of people either, like, forget to, put their tissues away so they don't get made fun of, or, like, whatever, they have something embarrassing. And I was thinking about someone who's, like, about to post their image to a streamer who's doing one of those, and he's like, all right, go through a checklist of nothing that I won't get made fun of, like, horribly for. No tissues, no lotion, no any suspicious browsers open. And then he goes down this checklist, and he's like, oh, maybe I should get the, like, I don't know, I was crafting in my head, and I was like, what would be suitably, like, maybe, no, I can't say that. I also can't say, like, literally anything that would be hilarious in the video, in the, like, the idea would be objectively morally reprehensible to have, like, Nazi memorabilia. I feel like that would be pretty sus. Don't have that. Not cool, man. What are some other ones? I'm really skirting what I can say on, like, a nothing viewer thing. Maybe, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna play this little Wordle game in my head of what would be, like, atrocious to own. But you get, like, the joke, right? Like, he's like, oh, I don't got the lotion, I'm good. And he, like, records a video, and it's just, like, yeah, well, let's go with Nazi memorabilia. It's just, like, that everywhere. And he's like, yeah, this is my room. Here's my gaming setup. It's just like a World War I Germany flag as his mouse pad. Like, I'm not condoning anything, but that would be pretty funny. Just as like a mental, I have like mental rundowns of like interpersonal stuff that would be funny, but it would be hard to record as like a skit or anything without like saying, "Oh, I'm going through a checklist of stuff that I can show." Thing. I don't know. I don't think it'd be well explained, and me explaining the joke isn't really that funny to anyone else but me. But I find it funny. That's what matters. You see, I am what's important. I am the channel. Yeah. Alright, this is like fully pink-ish. It's kind of like a red egg to me. It kind of looks like a little red orb, but it looks pinkish. It looks fleshy. I could like easily make this a weird, gross alien like egg thing, but I will not because that would be grody. I think that might be it for today though, because I could go further and like it's dry enough where I could paint on something else, but I could do something because the rest of it is literally maroon stuff. Like it's darker. It's actually like this, basically. This, and then like darker colors. How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay. So it's that, and then a darker version of that, which I'll mix that with like purple, like a little bit of purple maybe. I think that might work well. I don't know. This purple could work. We're good. This purple. This red. Let's see how they mix. I think I'm gonna get a new brush, not just because like there's red on here and like or there's pink. It's red. Like I don't have enough white to make that like real pink. I'm gonna grab a new brush also because though I am gonna be like doing big details, so I want a bigger brush. It is gonna be kind of finer, so I need like a finer tip. Wait. I'm opening up a picture. Okay. Didn't really help a lot to enlarge it, but I don't have it fully, like, you can obviously see the white splotches here. So, and, like, there's a ton on top because I'm going to have to go over and, like, redo the paper mache out here and then repaint it. So, I think I should actually do the face, like, right here-ish. Right around here, because that's, like, where a lot of the splotches are, and so I can cover it up. But I don't know, because to cover up the splotches fully, I'll have to go over it again with pink, and it would take a little bit of dexterity to go around the painting of it. I don't know. I think this will be fine, though. I think. So, what I'm, like, going for here? Is there any way to, like, mark this down on here? I do have those. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. So everything I'm doing is kind of purplish, so I'm just gonna... Wait, does this even draw on here? It draws on it a little enough where I can use it as a guide. Okay. I think it's gonna be like a big old... The mouth is kind of big. Oh, geez. Don't like that. I can kind of wipe it off. Oh, that's so nice. It's watercolor, so I can like wipe it off a little. So let's wipe that. That's kind of it, actually. Can you guys see that a little? kind of what I'm going for. And then like two kind of round at the bottom, ovally eyes on top. Kind of like egg-shaped eyes. Um, I think that looks pretty good, actually. Like, that's not what the final thing is going to be, but that's, like, kind of what it's going to look like. Yeah. I think that came out actually really well, and I think it's actually relatively even, too. I did really good on that. I'm actually impressed. So, I gotta... Don't ask about the speed of this. It's private information. Cheese and crackers. I just, like, can't... I think this just takes up too much of, like, my RAM or whatever. Streaming. Or maybe my internet just sucks. That could be it. And streaming just doesn't take a lot of internet. Who knows? But I can't load a browser permanently to save my damn life. So let me put a little bit of the purple. Could you please kindly open up? This is like a very used one. Oh my gosh, look at that. In there? Wow. Like, I like purple's one of my favorite colors. So I guess it's been well used. That's why it was so damn. Damn. Look at all that crud. I mean, it's all paint, but like still. I guess that's why it was so like annoying to pry out. Oh, we're good. Get the little bit of purple. Don't splash myself in the face with paint. That would be embarrassing. A little bit of purple. Literally not even a ton. That's. Let me shake this up a little more. We're good. That. Okay. Now let me mix with this. Ooh, I'm a painting king. I am the greatest painter to ever live. I'm the greatest painter since sliced bread. Alright? And do not even come at me. Instantly, the perfect color. Instantly, perfection. My abilities are beyond your reckoning. There we go. I mean, just look at my profile picture. Less is more. Oh, okay. Does that... okay. On camera, it doesn't look bad. On camera, it lights it up quite a bit. That actually looks good. I'm being too harsh. On camera, less is more, though, because I can always make it bigger. I can't make it really smaller to even it out. So I'll go inside the lines that I made, and then to make it even, I'll go outside of them. That makes sense to me. And so it should make sense to you if you're not an idiot. I love insulting one of my fans that I don't mean to. It was kind of not a flat section that I could have picked. Probably should have picked something a little better in terrain-wise. There we go. There we go. There we go. Pretty good. Let that dry. Let me do the eyes too. No, I went outside the lens a little. It's fine. There we go. There we go. Oh, shit. We're good. The other eye. Could be better. I know I'm not really doing this in camera, but I gotta focus. I gotta be locked in. Oh god, the eyes. Oh, the eyes. Alright, so it's kind of a glare. Let me see if I can rotate this to be like... It doesn't look horrible, but it's not really what I wanted. I'm a little disappointed in myself. And the people around me, mostly, actually, because it's not my fault. People around me being like, no one. No. I'm disappointed in myself. But I'm most disappointed in you for not telling me not to do this. How could you do this to me? How could you? My... I don't know the adverb that I want to use here. I don't know what the noun I want to use. Here it is. Okay. Back crack. We're back in business. Get it? It's a pun. I'm back in business. Oh, yeah, I'm back in business. Please end my suffering. My pain is continuous and acute. Anything I do will not fix it. I'll say it. If you have the context, you do. It's crazy how the cow admitted to being a cuck live on broadcast. I'm not going to give any more context on that. I've just been thinking about how I'm going to bring this up on stream. That's just in too much personal details. I'm sorry, lady, but you gotta not be chronically online like that. Oh shit, that was too much, but I kind of need it a lot. Whatever, it's fine. Like, I feel like that was oversharing to a major degree. You know what I mean? I feel like that was too much. There was a little too much spice in that latte, my friend. That's one last drop. Come on, come in. There we go. Alright, the face is going alright. The face is it's going. that's what happening to it. Come on though, mix, please. Mix, I beg you. I beg you. There you go. Okay. Been a little silent recently, but it's all good. It's all good. It's coming together a little bit there, man. It's all coming together a little bit. There we go. Come on. Hmm. This is very unentertaining to all of you, but it's very entertaining to me. Not making any jokes or like putting in effort and then just painting, crazy. Crazy how not doing work is so soothing to me. It's not soothing actually. I have had a very straight back this whole time, and my posture is killing me. Um, my one complaint. All right, so I'm gonna make more complaints. I don't have any actual more complaints. That was just a gag. It was just a little joke I did to fool the audience. No, I gotta go. Wait a second. Maybe. Never mind. False alarm. Thought I was being called. I might have been, but we're all good. Oh, did I make this like oblong? I did, but it's fine. It's actually, it's goofy, and that's good. Because this is a slime in a video game. It's supposed to be a little like silly looking. Cool down, so I can paint on you more. Yeah. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Alright, we're fine. We're good. Had to talk to one of the family. Okay, so these kind of look demented right now. I need white, don't I? I think I have like the last little tiddlywinks of that white left. I could use that. I think these are like pretty good eyes though. Relatively, most of it. It's pretty good. get like a big coating on like the eyes main section, because I don't want to go over it again. Let me be precise and delicate and dexterous. That looks good. I think it does. I'll show you in a second. Just give me one. Here. How does this look? Pretty alright. I would say so. The second one just doesn't look as like voluptuous as the first. It's not like a good word to use here, but it's the best I can use, really. It looks fine. I always get caught up on like one little detail that ruins my enjoyment of. Wow, okay. Thanks, dog. Thanks for your input. I think he said it looks really good. I just get caught up on like one little detail of the art project. It's fine. It looks fine. I think it looks alright. Alright, and then inside of its mouth is like a lighter purplish, whatever color this is. Like almost a little darker than the skin color, but a little lighter. I don't know. Should I do like, I'm gonna probably have to split this up into multiple parts though. Maybe another, it would be such a short stream though. I don't know, maybe I should just push through. I'm thinking about it. This might be like one of my longest art streams ever. I don't usually do like full projects, but any extra I would do on another day would just not be like a full stream long. Alright. Okay. Alright, that looks good. I think that looks good. Good enough to me. I think I have enough white. It's only like a little bit of white that I need to use anyways. And I also need a lighter shade of this. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of this. Just a smidgen of purple, and then a lot of this stuff, and then maybe like a little bit of that actually. Kind of drown that, and then have like a little bit of this in it to lighten it up a tad. That's my mixture. You can follow it at home. What? I don't know if this looks good. Wait. Do a little on myself. I think that... I don't know if that would look good. I think it needs like a little bit of white in it, but I don't know if I have enough white. I'm in a predicament here. Maybe more red? I think more red might do it. It's like the tongue of the slime, so maybe the glossy, like sort of off-white thing, the clearish thing might do it. I don't know. Don't do that to me, please. How does that look? Little splotches. Or swatches. Is that what they're called? Swatches? I feel like that's a stupid name. Like, I didn't make it. Alright, so that color is like here. It's actually almost like a perfect match for this. Take right. It's a ovalish circle. I mean, like, not. I don't want to go over that, but like, yeah. Maybe like a little bigger. There we go. That looks good. I think that's a good pick. I don't know if I can see that really, but it's fine. This would help a lot if I actually had like a usable amount of white instead of what I do, which is not. You know what I mean? I feel like I can make so many more colors more accurate than what they are currently being depicted as. Actually, maybe like a little bit more up here, but like not horrible. I think I did actually kind of well on the size of the tongue relative like to the rest of the mouth. Turn around it a little more. Add a little more depth in the back of the circle, but pretty good. Like that voice crack? I didn't. Don't make fun of me, or I'll be sad. No. How does that work? Oh, I don't know if I like it, but it works. Oh, I don't know if I like it, but it looks fine. Whatever, man. Alright, and then like a little baby brush is all I need to do the whites up here, and we're good. Got the white, or I got the paint to... You get it. I got the paintbrush to do the white bit. Scared me. Let me put the rest I can into here and then make it into pink, so then... I don't know why I did that, because I'm not gonna... I'm so lazy, I'm definitely not gonna do the paper-mache on this thing ever. But I guess I can cover up the, like, empty bits of pink here. So, let me go over to the reference image that I'm using. Okay. So this thing up here, it's like a little dollop of white. Yeah, it looks right? Yeah, I think that looks good. There we go. He looks so dumb. Like, it came together, but he looks dumb. Maybe because that's not, like, well-defined against the whole mouth. You know what I mean? This little section, maybe I can actually... This might be too much white, but let me take off a little and then just kind of mix it with this whole thing. Before it dries. Hey, I'm doing the thing that I wanted to, where you do, like, live mixing. Hey, I'm doing what I wish to do. Get all that. Trying to get all that red off. I don't really mean to make this red on this brush, but you know, whatever. It's all good. See, I can just do it with my hands, I guess. Really try to get all that paint off as much as you can. It'll dye the brush a little bit. We're really just trying to get as much full white, no background into this as we can. So it doesn't really matter. Oh gosh. It's mixing on us a little, but we're good. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. No, I don't. It looks like nightmare fuel. Okay. It looks kind of intense. Kind of a lot. Let me add some red to this. Start mixing these. Rather long arch cream though. I'm kind of impressed with myself here. Covering up some blemishes. Really. Some imperfections. But I mean, it's kind of perfect. I don't really know if there's any imperfections here. TNT. One of those chain reactions in my heart. Anything but calm, no regular face, out of mom. Out of mom, baby, let it out of mom. I want her in love with mom. She's just the way I want her to be. gaps here, and I do not enjoy them because it's such an unsmooth surface that when the brush goes over it, a lot of like when there's a little curb or whatever, the brush kind of jumps over it and then misses the painting or misses actually painting those sections, which is quite annoying. And it's like a little bits everywhere. It's not just like sections where you can go over them kind of easily, because this whole thing is very pieced together. Oh shoot, I got more paint on myself. It's all good, I'm kind of covered in paint. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Coolio. I think that's done. Alright, I was a little quiet for the end of it because I was tired. I'm pretty beat. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm pretty freaking beat. But I think that came out, look at it, pretty well. I mean, look at him. He's grinning. Let me spread that paint across the whole thing. He's grinning. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Maybe I can try to get, let me have it dry for a second, and then, or I can just go and grab it. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Let me see if I can try to untie this knot again. Oh shoot, that's paint on my pants. I'm an idiot. I could like cut it, like grab it here, cut it. I don't know. Kind of annoying to untie. Come on, man. Why did I tighten this thing so much? I'm being stumped. I had this whole thing about me being fit earlier in the stream. I'm being stumped by a little balloon knot. I don't want to pop it. That's like the issue. Is I don't want to put too much force that I can pop it. I also don't really have long nails right now. I cut them. So I don't have like a lot of traction. Alright. How do I do this, man? I could like bite it. I don't want to pop it either, because I feel like that'd be really loud. Only me, man. Only me. Wait. Oh, I got it, maybe. Actually, might have gotten it. I don't know what to do. I'm having trouble here. I'm in genuine trouble. I could just do this off stream, but I want to finalize the project. Come on, man. Come on, soldier. Is it like dry at the bottom? Yeah, I can put this on my lap. Alright. Come on, man. Get untied. Please. I beg of you. You're genuine. Balloon stuck. Balloon stuck. Please. I beg of you. Yeah, it's dry. Okay. I was scared for a second there. Come on, man. Get a little flappy around here. I am like struggling, genuinely. Come on. Come on. My nails are like not strong enough. I could like I could cut it, I guess. I mean like I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh gosh, I might ruin it. How do I cut it? I have it like that, and then I guess I can like go. There we go. Come on. Shoot. Get over here. I have an opening now. Come here. No, it's not long enough. I have a pencil. Give me a second. Let me grab the balloon on the inside. It's not long enough either. What do I have that's longer than this? incense stick. I don't know why I have this near me. Oh, it's stuck on it was stuck on one little part that I probably didn't oil up right originally. The balloon is out, though it was not recoverable. And that's it, done. I'll paper mache over this maybe if I'm really bored today. I don't know. But alright, let me add this up. If you liked what I did here for some reason and you're on Twitch, leave a follow, I guess. If it's just studio, it's good to see you, man. If you see this VOD for some reason, thanks so much. Have a good day. See ya. And then, wait, stream delaying? Stream delaying? Alright, just the YouTube VOD now. If you like this, check me out on Twitch. If you didn't, no worries, man. Have a good day. See ya.